What's up, guys? We are live at 10 a.m. Let me know if you can't hear my mic. Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to hear me. This is brand new. Never done this before. Gonna be getting used to this. So, go ahead and there's gonna be some kinks. So I apologize for that, but we will get them worked out, and this will get better and better as we go along. So I'm very excited about this. Feel free to ask any questions that you guys want to ask, and we will go from there. We are going to end up talking about today's games, and let's see. So we already have a couple games going on currently. The first game we have, let's see. Right now, it's the end of the first. Tampa Bay Columbus NHL playoffs here. Tampa Bay is up 2-1 at the end of the first. We have a couple of baseball games popping off right now. The Blue Jays Orioles will be starting here in about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we have the Phillies Red Sox, which is my VIP play today. My VIP plays right now are 6-1. That's 85%. If you want those, there's a $10 minimum tip. And if you don't tip, you never get another VIP play. That's how that works. So I have a big play today, this morning, in that Phillies Red Sox game that starts at 10:35, which will be happening very shortly. Also, feel free to ask any questions, and I will go over whatever games you guys want to go over. Since this is my first stream, I'm going to take just a moment here and check this out on my iPhone. Make sure that the sound is coming through. And let's see here. Make sure that the sound is coming through. Okay, so and let's see here. We got the sound. That's good. Good. So the sound is working. So yeah. So the first game we're gonna go over today is that Cardinals Cubs game in baseball. Let's see. Let's see if there's another game actually earlier than that. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we've got Brooklyn, Toronto. Let's check that game out here. That's the NBA game here. In fact, we can go over NBA games first today if you guys want. Go ahead and ask a question if you'd like. If there's a certain game you guys want me to go over, let me know. Since the NBA games start a little bit earlier than most of the baseball games, we could go over those first. Let's see here. Okay, so Brooklyn, Toronto is our first game here today. And again, I'm sorry, guys, there's going to be some kinks here. And I am going to be going through these games live, so, just bear with me here. So Brooklyn and Toronto is an 11-point favorite. The over-under that I'm seeing right now is, well, let me just double check here. Okay, it's 225.5. It looks like it opened at 226, so it's gone down a point. Okay, it's actually 11.5 now for Toronto. It opened at 11. Now it's 11.5. It's a very interesting game here. I mean, the series is Raptors are up 1-0. Technically a home game, but as you know, there are no home games in this. So in the bubble, there's no home games. Let's see here what we got here. Let's see if I can find any injuries or any information here. Let's see how this last game went. Okay, so they got blown out. They lost by 24 points yesterday. It was 134-110 was yesterday's Nets Raptors game. It's a tough game. I mean, I think the Nets will fight hard in this game. 11 points, it's quite a bit. Throughout the season here, though, they both average the same amount of points. The Raptors average 113. The Nets average 112 throughout the season. So field goal percentage is in the Raptors' favor. All the shooting percentages, really. So they both make a ton of threes, though. So if the Nets can hit some threes here, they can easily cover it. Yeah, I mean, I think the Raptors will cover this spread. I know it's a lot of points, but I don't know what Brooklyn's motivation is. I mean, sure, obviously you're motivated in the playoffs, but really the motivation is next year when they get Kevin Durant and all those guys. It's going to be a close game. I think actually, I think the Nets might cover this 11 because it's 11.5 now actually. So I think the Nets could definitely cover it. The under's gone down, so that kind of plays to the underdog's favorite as well. So I would probably look at the Nets to cover that 11.5 points today. But it should be an interesting game. Could we'll see what happens. The next game here, let's switch over to baseball here. So we have game 1 in baseball. We have hold on, let me pull it up here. Actually, there's a couple other games are going on right now. Again, if you have any questions or want me to go over a specific game, let me know. So the first baseball game we're going to go over St. Louis and the Cubs. It's game 1 of 2. The pitchers are Flaherty and Alex Mills. They both have a sub-3 ERA. The over-under started at 6.5. It is now down to 5.5. So it looks like people like the under in this game. You got a couple aces on the mound, so definitely see that happening. 7 innings, don't forget that. So because it's a doubleheader game this year, it's moved to 7 innings. I don't know, at 5.5, I almost kind of like the over a little bit. St. Louis is not hitting very well currently. Neither is the Cubs. However, though, the Cubs do love right-handers. So let's see. I actually, the advantage here in this particular game, I actually like the Cubs. The Cubs are the underdog in this game, and the pitching is a little bit worse. But I do like the Cubs in this game. I think it's a good spot for them. And so yeah, the Cubs plus 115 is the line I'm seeing right here. Let's see what this says. This says plus 110, somewhere around there. I do like the Cubs in this game. Flaherty is a beast, but if they can get him out of the game, they can definitely take advantage of those relievers. It is in Chicago. I don't know what the wind is like, though, so always check the wind in Chicago. Okay, so that goes up for the Cubs. We've got Houston and Colorado. Let's see, what's the next baseball game here? Okay, it looks like Toronto-Baltimore just started. Top of the first. It is, just started, so there's no score. So we've got Cincinnati and the Royals today. Castillo versus Keller. Let me just find this game here. Cincinnati, Kansas City. Okay, here we go. So Cincinnati is a huge favorite because of Castillo. Over on. Let's see, is this a doubleheader as well? Okay, this is another doubleheader game. That's why the over. Okay, so we've got an over/under at 6.5, which is what it opened at. I'm looking at. Okay, it looks like the Kansas City Royals are plus 130. Cincinnati is minus 143. I believe these are MGM lines. Cardinals are hitting very well. I mean, the Cincinnati Reds are hitting very well right now. Wow, this. However, the Royals are not hitting well. Yeah, the Cardinal or the Reds bullpen is complete garbage this year. One of the worst bullpens in the league right now. Kansas City does have a good bullpen. Just reading here real quick. So Keller hasn't allowed a run in the last 11 innings. Okay. Geez, this is not a bad spot again for the underdog for the Kansas City Royals. This really is not a bad spot for them. Plus 130. You know, Keller is pitching very well right now. If they can get to that garbage Reds bullpen, decently early by the 6th inning or so, we could definitely, the Royals could definitely take advantage. The Royals do hit very well at home, but they are not hitting very well recently. So, yeah, this is very interesting Jekyll and Hyde game. You've got the Reds hitting well. You got two aces on the mound. But the Reds bullpen is absolute garbage, and the Royals bullpen is very good. So this is kind of anything could really happen in this game. Anything could go on in this game. So it's over under 6.5. I would probably. Oh yeah, so there's only 7 innings in this game. So yeah, I would definitely. This looks like a great under right here, under 6.5. Yeah, I think in fact, right here live, first ever, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a little bet on this game because I really like this game. Let's see what I can do here. And you are seeing it right now, live in action. I am gonna go ahead and take an under in this game with it being such a 7-inning game. Probably not likely to see those garbage relievers with 2 aces on the mound. So I don't know if Keller is necessarily an ace, but the way he's pitching recently is definitely some ace pitching right now. So here we go. So the under is actually better odds. I'm actually minus 105 here. Inside of so Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great game right there. So there's a free pick for you guys right there. Oh yeah, I forgot to do something here on Instagram, so I'm gonna go ahead and whoops. All I do is win, win, win. That is true. Here we go. What just happened here? And okay. Okay, there we guys go. Hey guys, hey, what's up? Oh, let's see. What's going on? I just gave out a free pick. You guys missed it. I just made a bet online. Uh, for those of you that, for the one person that missed it. But yeah, so it's gonna be the first game here, Cincinnati and Kansas City. I like the under 6.5. Um, so that's, I really like that game. Just went over it if you missed it. You have to watch the replay or something. But yeah, Cincinnati, Kansas City, game one. It's Keller and what can I Castillo. Keller and Castillo. Castillo? How do you say his name? I'm not sure. Quick update. Bottom of the first, Orioles have one on, and there's no outs, one strike. So, uh, let's see. Let's see what's going on in the. Okay, still 2-1 in the hockey game right now. Tampa Bay's up 2-1 on Columbus. If you have any questions, go ahead and put it. There is a slight delay, so just remember that. But just go ahead and put your questions down or say hi or whatever you guys want to do. So let's find the next game here. Okay. Next game we're gonna go over here is the. Okay, we can't go over that game. That's gonna be Cubs Cardinals game 2. They haven't announced the pitchers yet. So we'll go to the 4 o'clock game, the Rays Yankees. If you guys want me to switch to NBA, let me know. I will. We'll go Rays Yankees here. Here we go. Give me 1 second here while I pull it up. Oh, here we go. Is this okay? This is always got to check to make sure it's not a double header here. Does not look to be a double header. Okay, over 8.5. Okay, that's not a double header. All right, so Glasnow versus Cole. Glasnow's ERA is just terrible right now. He has a 7 ERAs, 0-1. Absolute awful. Hey, thanks, my friend. Thank you. Good guy, man. Mauricio, saw him at the Super Bowl. I got just awesome guy. He's been a fan of mine for a long time, so I always appreciate you, Mauricio. So yeah, Glasnow, Cole. Okay. So we've got Tampa Bay's bullpen is complete garbage, but they are absolutely hitting it out of the park lately. They're averaging 7.7 runs a game over their last 7 games. Holy cow. That is crazy. The Yankees are also averaging 7 runs a game over the last 7. Just absolutely smashing the ball. Yankees have a much better bullpen, averaging around just over 3. Garrett Cole has a 20-game winning streak. Wow, holy shit, that's a lot. So yeah, I mean, you've got 2 aces. Glasnow's an ace, but he has completely lost confidence in this game. The way these teams are hitting definitely lead to the over in this game. Okay. Oh, okay. I can hide that. Okay, I didn't realize that stayed up for that long. But yeah. So you got I would definitely lead to the over in this game. Both teams are just hitting out of their minds. One of the aces has totally lost confidence. And Tampa Bay's bullpen is complete trash. So if they get him out, well, they're not complete trash, but they're not that great. You could definitely see. Of course, the Yankees do have some of their best hitters still out. Aaron Judge is still out. What's his name? The guy they got from Miami. He's still out. It just came to me and then it just left. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I would definitely lead to the over in this Yankees game. And it's only 8.5, so that's kind of a low over under. They must be putting a lot of confidence in Glasnow to find his confidence. So Vegas, I really don't understand that with the way these teams are hitting. So yeah, I mean, that's where I would definitely lead as the over. The Yankees are minus 189 currently is what I'm looking at. I believe these are from MGM. These lines 189 right now for minus 189. I wouldn't really touch that. I don't even like the minus 1.5. The run spread, the run line. I don't even like that for the Yankees. Definitely, I think if you were to take this game, the play would be the over. But again, you got to be careful because you do have two aces on the mound. Glasnow could get his confidence back. He can definitely pitch. He could pitch 9 innings if he needed to. I mean, he can just go and go. Garrett Cole the same way, man. So you might only get the starting pitcher and the closer if they pitch well. But the way these teams are hitting, I kind of don't see that happening. So I would definitely lean towards the Yankees. Also, I just made a bet on here. We went with game 1 of the no, not game 1. We just went with the what did we go with? What did I go with just now? Reds Royals? Is that what I Yeah, Reds Royals, game 1. And we took it was game 1. We took the under 6.5. So I just made that bet live here on the channel. Next game, if you guys want me to go over a certain game, NBA, hockey, whatever, just let me know. Let's do a quick score update. Columbus just tied it up. It is 2-2 in the Tampa Bay Columbus hockey game right now. Bottom of the first, 2 outs, 2 on for the Orioles in the bottom of the first against Toronto. So that's the score update currently. Again, if you guys want me to go over a specific game, just go ahead and put it in the chat. Or if you have a question or anything, hey, we can talk about Netflix shows, whatever. Whatever you guys want to talk about, just put it in the comments. Okay, we're going to move over to the Indians-Pirates game. As soon as I get it pulled up here we go. This is 7:05 Eastern Time, 4 o'clock Pacific Time. We've got an over-under of 9. Oh, that actually went down. It opened at 9. The over-under is now at 8.5. Let's see. The Cleveland does not hit lefties very well at all. Past 7 games, they are hitting well, but they do not hit lefties. Cleveland's got their ace on the mound. Wow, Pittsburgh is a big underdog. I can see that. Pittsburgh is hitting pretty well lately, but the bullpen is garbage. I've never been a big fan of Steven Brault. He's always been a good pitcher. Right now his ERA is at over 5, but I think typically he's probably like a 4 ERA guy. 4 to 5 ERA guy typically. He can get the job done, but yeah, I mean, so I can see why this went down from 9 to 8.5. I don't know if I would want to touch the over/under in this game, especially with Brault. If he has a bad day at all, the relievers are even worse. So that's kind of a tough one there. If I was to take anything. I mean, I definitely, I don't touch anything over minus 130 ever. So Cleveland at minus 182, I wouldn't take that. But the run line minus 1.5 would be okay to take. I don't have that number right now. I get it. If you guys want me to get the number, I'll get it for you. But Cleveland run line would probably be okay to take in that game. That's probably where I would lean if I was going to take that game. I'm going to stay away from it, but if I was going to take the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game, I think I would take the Indians on the run line. So that's where I would lean there. The next one we'll go over. Let's see. Nope, we're going to talk about the Mets and the Marlins next here. Let's see here. Let me pull this baby up. And Mets Marlins here. Wow, the Mets are just smashing it. Okay. Who we got pitching today? We've got Jake DeGrom and Pablo Lopez for the Miami Marlins. So we got a couple of very good pitchers here. I'm not sure if Lopez is technically would be called an ace or not, but he has an ERA like one right now. He's 2.25 ERA. Jake DeGrom at a 2.45 ERA. Lopez is 2-1 on the season, and DeGrom is 2-0 on the season. DeGrom has a sub-1 WHIP, which is always amazing. The Mets are absolutely smashing the ball. The relievers are very middle of the park, so they have some good relievers. Miami, they are hitting the ball a little bit better recently. Slightly above their season average right now. The bullpen is not very good. It's a lower third of the. It'll probably be lower third. If you were to rate them. So in this particular game, I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit here. Okay, Lopez does not stay in the game very long, 5 or 6 innings. So the last time Lopez went up against the Mets, he had a 6 ERA, which is terrible. Yeah, so in this game right here, the way the Mets are hitting, obviously they're minus 235 right now. I wouldn't touch that with the 10-foot pole. Over under is 7.5. Is this let's see, is this a doubleheader game? No, this is not a doubleheader. Okay, that's a pretty low over under. I'd almost take the over just because I think the Mets can get 8 points by themselves. But yeah, I mean, the play, obviously, if you can get a decent line on it, the play would be the Mets minus 1.5 for sure in this game. Obviously, I don't touch anything over minus 130. So yeah, I mean, there's minus 239. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so I mean, that's where my leanings would be Mets run line or the over. Small leaning on the over. If you guys want a certain game, want me to go over a certain game, let me know. We'll do a quick score update here. Columbus and Tampa Bay are still tied at 2. Just over about 8.5 minutes left in the second. Toronto is now up 1-0 in the top of the second with a solo home run from Randall Gurkic, 408 feet to deep center. So that is the update right now. Let's see. 1 second here. I wanted to look up what that run line is for the Mets real quick. I did make a live bet here just a minute ago. It was the under in game 1 of the Reds, I believe. Yeah, Reds Royals. Yeah, the under in game 1 of that. So I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. Let's see what that is again. Okay, let's find the Mets here. Okay, minus 135. That's slightly over what I do, but that's a decent line. If you wanted to take Mets on the run line, you could get them at minus 135 on Bovada. I do most of my betting on Bovada. Yankees Rays. Okay, I'll talk about Yankees Rays. I actually already talked about Yankees Rays. Let me go back. Let me just pull it up again so I can kind of recollect the thoughts I had. Yep. Let's see here. Yankees Rays. Yep, I went over this already. Glasnow has a 7 ERA currently. Obviously, he's yeah. This game is interesting to me. Oh, it's dropped down to 8 now. No, that's not right. Yeah, it's 8.5. This is showing it. Okay, it opened at 8, and it's looks like it opened at 8, and it's 8.5 now, which is actually what I had originally said. I would take the over. Still, I mean, if I was to lean one way in this game, I would lean to the over. Glasnow, yes, he is an ace. Okay, not denying that, but right now he's got a 7 ERA. Dude has lost confidence. His bullpen is garbage. And so let's see. Let me get his bullpen here. Okay, his bullpen is, well, this bullpen's not too bad, actually. It's probably middle of the pack bullpen, maybe slightly worse than middle of the pack bullpen. But they're not very good. The bullpen is not good at road games. They lose 1.5 ERA on road games. So yeah, I mean, both teams, get this. Both teams over the last 7 games are averaging over 7 runs a game. That's with Carlos Stanton being out, and what's his name? The other guy being out. Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is out. Stanton's out. LeMahieu is out. He's gonna miss 2 to 3 weeks with the thumb. So you got those 3 guys out, and they're still averaging over 7. That is the one thing that still does make me nervous, though, is without those guys, there's maybe a little bit more tendency to maybe go cold. But if I was to lean to one side in this game, it's definitely the over 8.5 in this game. You could also do Yankees on the run line. Maybe. I don't think I would really touch that, though. So, there we go. That concludes that one. Let's see. So where are we? Reds, Royals, game 2. Don't know the pitchers for that one. Let's go over Tigers, White Sox, man. These have been good games this year. If you've watched these games, high scoring games so far. The line is 9. Hasn't changed. So the opening over under is 9. We have Detroit's plus 140. The White Sox are minus 150. We've got Casey Miz and Dane Dunning as the pitchers. I don't think that they've pitched this year. They don't have any. I don't have any ERA information on those guys. No games found. I don't know if these 2 guys are rookies or what. I don't even know if I don't even remember these guys. Casey Mize sounds kind of familiar, but see what they're doing right now. I'm saying way too much, and I apologize for that. We have Detroit. It's not hitting the ball as well as they had been. The bullpen is not very good on the road. The bullpen's much like the Rays bullpen. Actually, it's about the same. The White Sox are hitting the ball very well lately. bullpen's about the same. Yeah, I can talk about NBA. Sure. Give me the game you want. And just remember there's a delay on this, so your question comes up, a little bit longer. I did go over one NBA game already. Let's see. We have a lot of people out in this game. Let me just give a quick overview on this game. I really don't know anything about this game. I don't know anything about the pitchers. I don't want to take the time. It's going to take too long for me to look all this stuff up. It's going to make the stream, pretty boring if I do all that. Yeah. So I'm just not going to give an opinion on this game. I really don't know. Just stay away from it, I guess. Let's see. So you got an NBA game? Let's see. Are you still? Okay. Okay, there it is. See how long that delay is sometimes? Okay, Celtics 76ers. Okay, let's see here. I thought maybe you left the stream or something. I was like, I don't see him. Okay, Celtics 76ers. Oh, that's why things are looking different. Okay, I changed websites here. Didn't even realize it. Okay, let me pull it up here. This is going to take me just a second. Sorry if it gets a little bit boring. Doing my best. I never did this stuff, and I'm not a big talker, and somehow I'm just yakking and yakking. I don't even know how it's happening, but let's see. Let me pull it up on this one. Okay. So it looks like it opened at -5, but right now it's 4.5, -4.5 for Boston. It opened at 216 over under. It is now 215.5. That's what I'm saying. If you have something else, let me know. But okay, let me just look at this game. The last game they played was 101-109. Looks like the Celtics won the first game. Okay, let me just read up on this real quick. Just let's see what I've got here. It looks like the Celtics rotated on Embiid to keep him from scoring a whole lot. It says here that Embiid did not score over the last 11.5 minutes of the game. And the Celtics outscored him 34-20 once they kind of figured out how to guard him. So that could definitely play into this game, knowing how to shut down Embiid a little bit. We'll see how he adjusts to it. Marcus Smart, okay. Okay, let me see what I could see here real quick. I want to double check on something. Where's the... So the over is... It's gone over 6 of the last 8 games in this matchup. Sorry. Sometimes it takes me just a little time to kind of formulate an opinion, see where I want to go with stuff. Boston, Philly. I mean, I guess it's kind of how you see it personally. If you think that, if you think they have a way to stop Embiid, and that's going to continue, then yeah, I could see the Celtics covering this. If you think Embiid's going to pop back, then personally, I think this is going to be a close game. I think Philadelphia will probably cover the 5. or let's see, what is it now? 4.5. So I could see the 76ers covering that. Let's see, what's the Boston is a huge favorite. You're getting plus 155 on the Sixers in this game. Currently. Hmm. Personally, I think I would take the cover. I'd take the 76ers to cover personally, but if they continue to shut down Embiid like they did, then I can definitely see the Celtics covering that spread. So that's all I got on that, I guess. Anything else? Any other games? Let's see. We can stick with the NBA if you guys want. Let's do a quick score update. Okay, minute and a half left in the Columbus Tampa Bay Lightning game. Still tied at 2. Minute and a half left in the second period. Apologize. We are now in the bottom of the second. Toronto's still up 1-0. However, the Orioles have one on with no outs. So that is the update right there. My play of the day started. It is 0-0 right now. My VIP play, and there's no outs, 2 on in the top of the first. I have the over in this game. So we had a double and a walk, it looks like, so far. And I have over 11 in this game. Right now we got 2 on with no outs in the top of the first. Columbus just scored on Tampa Bay in the NHL with 16 seconds left in the second period. Columbus is now up 3-2 over Tampa Bay. That just now happened. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Let's talk about the Mavericks and the Clippers. Man, I sure do love me some Doncic. I love Doncic, man. If you guys have watched my guy Kimball Jones ever come on, he's my NBA expert that I use. And he totally, before Doncic came out, he totally got him right. Totally said that guy was going to be a star in the league. I mean, he pinned him right on the nose. And so yeah, we'll get Kimball on here again. I tried to get him to do a podcast with me. I don't know. It might eventually happen. We'll see. But yeah, so Dallas and the Clippers. Right now we are looking at it opened at 6 and it's still Clippers favored by 6. Over under opened at 231. From what I'm seeing, it's now down to 229 and a half. So it's the over under has dropped 1.5 points. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Let's see here. Let's see. So that's 115 apiece. So throughout these guys score. Okay, I don't know. Okay, sorry, I had a quick message. So these two score the same throughout the season. The Mavericks score 117, the Clippers score 116. So if they just average the score, they would go over. They're both great shooters. The Clippers make a few more. Actually, no. The Mavericks make way more threes than the Clippers. They've made 250 more threes than the Clippers over the season. That's quite a few. And they have, and with that, they only have a 0.4% difference in 3 percentage. So I mean, not only are they making way more, they hit basically the same percentage. So that's always impressive. I don't think that can't be right. This guy said that Trump is going to be at the game, but I don't think that's not true. Unless it is, let me know. I don't know. Clippers are up 1-0 on the series. The Mavericks are plus 215. Really? I mean, I like the Mavericks plus 6, man. I would go with the Mavericks in that game, plus 6. Whenever you have a team that can hit threes the way they can, I mean, they always have a chance to cover the spread. Yeah, I think this will be a close game. I mean, if I was to lean one way, I think I would lean towards the Mavericks here, plus the 6 points. As far as the over-under, yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty good over-under. It's really what you think is going to happen, I guess, in the game. Let's see what happened in that first game here. 118 to 110 in the first game, so that's 228. That would slightly go under. Yeah, it's just up to you if you think they're going to score a couple more points in this game or not. Yeah, I would lean though. I would definitely lean towards the Mavericks in this game. Doncic, dude's a beast. Oh, we got an update here. Brooklyn, Toronto. Brooklyn is up 12-5 right now on Toronto. And 9 minutes left in the first. End of the second period in the hockey game. It is still 3-2 Columbus. Of course, there's only like 10 seconds left when they scored. Baseball 1-0 still, bottom of the second. 2 on with 2 outs for the Orioles. And we've got bases loaded, 3-0 count in the Phillies Red Sox, and only 1 out. So it looks like we should hopefully put on some points for this over, baby. Let's go. We've got the over 11 points in that game for my VIP play. So, which is hitting at 85, astoundingly 85% right now. 6-1 in my VIP plays. And if you want to get on the VIP list, just send me a DM on Instagram. Any other games? Hey, what's up, Thomas? My guy Thomas. What's going on, buddy? Any other games you guys want to talk about? Let's see. I think we talked about all of the basketball games. Yeah. I did talk about Utah and Denver earlier. If you guys want me to go over that again, let me know. I'm really curious. I kind of just want to watch this Phillies Red Sox game, see what's going on here. Any other questions? Anything you want to know? Okay, it's 1-0 Philly. We got a single here, so 1-0, 1 out. Looks like bases are still loaded in the top of the first. So we are looking good in the VIP play today. Okay, let's go over Brewers Twins here. MLB. Okay, so we've got Milwaukee plus 145, Minnesota Twins minus 162. The over-under is 9.5 in this game. We got Brent Anderson versus Rich Hill. Okay. Milwaukee loves hitting against left-handers. Their average is way up against left-handers. Let's see. Minnesota here. Okay, both of these pitchers are lefties, and Minnesota also likes the lefties. Both of these bullpens are very good. So Brett Anderson has an ERA of 4.91. He's 0-2 on the season with 1.64 WHIP. Rich Hill is 1-0, but with a 0 ERA and 0.60 WHIP. But he only has 2 Ks and 1 walk, so I don't think he pitched many innings. See if I can find out how many innings that guy pitched. Second start of the season on Wednesday. 2 hits and a walk over 5. Wow. So he did 5 innings in his first game, Rich Hill. Only allowed 2 hits and a walk in a 3-0 victory. He threw 68 pitches and 41 strikes, so he's on fire. He's 3-1 with a 3.35 ERA against Milwaukee. Okay, let's see. Brett Anderson here. He has a 3.91 ERA in 10 career appearances, 8 starts against Minnesota. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, I would definitely lean towards the under. I'm not sure why it's 9.5. It opened at 9. It's gone up to 9.5. Not sure where that's coming from, to be honest. Yeah, I have no idea where that's coming from. I don't see anything that suggests the over in this game, so. Looks like I might do another live bet here. I think I'm going to take the under in that game. 3 outs, really? Oh, no, it says 2-0. Okay, so let's see here. Royals. Okay. All right, I'm going to make a live bet here. Milwaukee and Minnesota. I'm going to take the under in this game. Under is minus 120. Okay, so we've been live for about an hour now. It looks like there was 3 outs here, so it's 2-0 Phillies at the going into the bottom of the first. Looks like the Orioles couldn't take advantage. It's going in the top of the third. 1-0 still Blue Jays. We've got 3-2 still at the end of the second period in Columbus Tampa Bay hockey. The Brooklyn Nets are now up 22-12 with 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. So we are going to talk about another baseball game here. We are going to talk about the Astros and the Rockies. I can find that here. Huh, okay. Astros Rockies. 12.5 over under, it looks like. Yep. Okay, Houston is minus 150. The Rockies are plus 135. Okay. So it's in Colorado. Colorado's bullpen is really bad at home. Of course, nobody hits good in Colorado, so yeah, I mean, okay, so it's Valdez versus Castigliani. I mean, I'm just gonna go through this one really quickly. I mean, I would lean towards the under in this game, just straight up. I mean, I know it's in Colorado. I don't know how the wind is blowing, but I mean, I don't see anything that tells me the over in that Colorado game. So there's yeah, so I mean 12 and a half. They went, I think it was 2-1 in the last game. Take the under in that game is where I would lean. Okay, Rangers Padres. Okay, yeah. Is this a doubleheader or is this just a really low? Okay, that's just a really low. Let's see what's going on in this game real quick. This game is not refreshing for me. Let's see if it's the Wi-Fi or what. Did they change it? They must have changed it. I don't know what's. I don't know if they changed the play in that game because it said that the inning was over. Okay, now it's saying that the inning's over again. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on in that game. Okay, so we are on the Rangers here. The Rangers and Padres. So it looks like it's okay. It's 8 right now. It opened at 7, which makes more sense to me because Lance Lynn is a monster. Such a good ace, man. Okay, but if you can get to Lance Lynn's bullpen, that's a big if. I think he went 9 innings in his last game. If you can get to his bullpen, Texas's bullpen behind Lance Lynn is absolute, just complete trash, complete garbage. Maybe the worst in the league, especially on the road. They have basically an 8 ERA on the road, just absolutely terrible. Not that much better at home at over 5. San Diego again, terrible ERA at home. Lance Lynn versus Chris Paddock. Paddock's around a 5 ERA right now. Um, let's see. Oh, that's just stupid. So apparently that they're okay. This is an opinion piece here, right here. Uh, Apparently they're mad because Tatis Jr. They were up 10-3, and it was a three. It was 3 balls, no strikes, and they're mad that he swung at the ball and hit a grand slam. I don't. What else? How is that? Apparently, that's an unwritten rule that you don't. What is he supposed to do? Take the walk there or something? Or he's supposed to a 3-0 off? He's supposed to just take a strike. Um, that sounds stupid. Why would you ever take a strike? I can't imagine how that's an unwritten rule that you can't hit a grand slam when you're up 10-3. You can't swing at a 3-0 pitch. That's apparently they're mad at Tatis Jr. for doing that. That's that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Anyways, so yeah, as far as this Texas game goes, uh, I mean it opened at 7, went to 8. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with that game. Lance Lynn is such a monster. Um, I probably stay away from it, but the under is not bad. I don't know. I have no idea what to do in that game. To be honest, it could really go a few ways. I'd probably take the under though. If somebody absolutely forced me to do that game, I would take the under. But well, the better thing right here is I would take Lance Lynn. I mean, I would take that guy no matter what. He's already 2-0 with a 1 ERA on the season. Yeah, you're getting plus. Oh yeah, that's definitely what I would take. Plus 125 for the Texas Rangers. I would absolutely take that. Let's check these scores here. Okay, now it says bottom of the first. Okay, 4 minutes left. Brooklyn's up on Toronto, 26-16. Man, they are killing Toronto. Okay, just a couple more games here to go over. Diamondbacks Athletics. Over under 8.5. The Diamondbacks won 10-1 yesterday. They are just hitting out of their cleats lately. The bullpen is terrible. What is the okay, so Diamondbacks, Oakland Athletics. Over under is 8.5. Hasn't changed. Diamondbacks are plus 150. The A's are minus 167. We've got Merrill Kelly and Jesus Luzardo for Oakland. Okay, let's see. Oakland's bullpen is amazing. Yeah, very Jekyll and Hyde game, I think. I really wouldn't touch this game in any fashion. Oakland needs to get through Arizona's ace, Merrill Kelly, and if they can do that, they will easily win. If Arizona continues to hit like they have, and Luzardo's not that great of a pitcher, so they can definitely win that. That's a tough one. I mean, if you were going to take anything, I would take the plus 150 for Arizona the way they've been playing lately. But honestly, I wouldn't touch it. So we've got Dodgers and the Mariners. Okay. Urias versus Walker. Walker has not been very good this year. Not that he's ever been great, but man, the Dodgers are just smashing the ball. Yeah, I mean this over under. I mean, the Dodgers could go over 9 by themselves in this game with the pitching they're facing and the way they've been swinging those bats. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to take this game, I mean, you got to take the run line for the Dodgers. The run line or the over. But probably not a game I would really bet on. So then we've got game 2 for Chicago, which we don't know the pitchers for that game. Okay. Last game here, Angels Giants. We have Cueto versus Sandoval. Cueto has not been good so far this year, although he is 1-0. So we probably got some batting help in that game. And so we're looking at over under 9. It opened at 8.5, but it went up to 9. Giants are plus 130. The Angels are minus 143. Okay, San Francisco's bullpen is really bad. They are hitting better. Believe it or not, the Giants are hitting better than the Angels currently. And I mean, yeah. I wouldn't touch this game, but if I was going to touch it, I would take the Angels. They're minus 143. I don't want to go over minus 130 ever. So, yeah. I mean, minus 143 is not terrible juice. So I guess if you were to take it, that'd be fine. But I with the juice the way, I just wouldn't touch this game. Angels Giants. There's nothing on it I would touch. Not the over under. Nothing. So that concludes baseball. We went over that. I guess we can talk about some hockey here. Quick score update here. We have the top of the 4th, still 1-0, no on, 2 outs, and the Toronto Blue Jays are still up 1-0, and Philadelphia, Boston, no outs, bottom of the 1st, I believe. No, it's okay. It's top of the 2nd, no outs, 1 strike. Kingery's up to bat. So there you go. Still 3-2 Columbus over Tampa Bay in the 3rd. 15.5 minutes left in that game. So we've got a 2:30 game with Arizona, Colorado in hockey. Let's talk some hockey, baby. I love talking hockey. Arizona, Colorado. Actually, let's move over here. And okay. So Colorado is up 3-1 in this series. As you know, there's no home ice advantage, but if there was, it would be in Colorado. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you got to go. The line is 5.5. Looks like that's still what it is. And Yeah, I mean, Colorado's minus 228. They have a minus 1.5, obviously, on the puck line. I mean, there's only one play to make in this game. Well, yeah, I mean, as far as the over-under goes, let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't touch the over-under in this game. So if you were to make a play, I would say Avalanche puck line minus the 1.5. So Avalanche to win by 2. That's where I would go in that game if I was going to play that game. Okay. Carolina, Boston. Okay, let's check out the Hurricanes and the Bruins here. Okay. So the Hurricanes are plus 120. The Bruins are minus 143 in this game currently. The over under is 5. And the Bruins lead the series 3-1. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The Bruins are clearly the better team. I would definitely lean towards the under in this game, under 5. That's probably where I would go if I was going to bet this game. Is I would take the under 5 points. And if I was going to pick a side, I think actually I would take the Hurricanes. I don't think the Hurricanes are going to give up that easily, and I could see them stretching out the series one more game. So, yeah, I mean, I would probably go with the underdogs in that game, under 5. But I wouldn't bet that game. Personally, I wouldn't bet it, but that's where I would lean towards. Let's talk about the Flyers and the Canadiens here. The Flyers lead the series 3-1 over the Canadiens. Of course, the Canadiens are an 8 seed and the Flyers are a 1 seed. So that's not too surprising. Okay. Okay, the over-under is 5 in this Canadiens-Flyers game. The Canadiens are plus 120. The Flyers are minus 139. I think the Flyers close it out here. I think if I was to take it, I think I would take the Flyers, the minus the 1.5 for the Flyers. And I don't think I would touch the over-under in this game. So the last game here, we've got the Canucks and the Blues. The Canucks are... Hold on, let me just pull it up here too. Okay, so the Canucks are plus 120. The St. Louis Blues are minus 143. The series is tied at 2 games apiece. And the over-under is 5.5. Does not look like it has moved. Okay, these games, these squads are very evenly matched here. The Blues have the better goalie with Markstrom. So I probably wouldn't touch the game. Uh, yeah, don't really have an opinion on what's going to happen in that game. So I'd probably just leave that alone. Okay, we have a scoring update. Bottom of the second or bottom of the fourth now. The Orioles are up 2-1 with one man on and no outs. Let's see. After what looks like Pat Valaika singled and then Dwight Smith Jr. Okay, we had a fielding error. Okay, they just scored by running the bases, it looks like. Okay. 33-31, Toronto is making a comeback on the Nets. 33-31 now. Columbus, 12 minutes left, still up 3-2 on Tampa Bay in the hockey game. And it's still 2-0 Philly. Bottom of the second now, no outs, 2 balls, 1 strike. Bogarts is pitching. Bogarts is hitting. Arrieta is pitching right now. So 2-0 in that game, bottom of the second. And this is where I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go watch the rest of that game, which is my VIP play. I do have them over 11 in that game. Now tied 34-34, the Nets and the Raptors. And so, yeah, I'm going to catch up on these games. Thank you, guys. I'm going to try to do this for an hour to 2 hours every day at 10 a.m. So please subscribe, click the bell so that you know exactly when I go live. This will be on Facebook and YouTube. And as always, guys, let's make some money. Let's have some fun doing it.